Hello, people. I've got the old headset and we're booting up Modern Warfare 2. We're just going to play some Modern Warfare 2 because why the hell not? Um, who doesn't love that Modern Warfare 2? Absolute classic game. Um, so we're going to play some Modern Warfare 2 like it's 2009. This is pre-recorded footage because I'm lazy. I'm just going to enjoy life. Um, and I'm just going to talk about like video games and how I got into video games and like what kind of influence they had with that. While we have my Windows tab open. So yeah, jump into the game and discuss that stuff. I hope you like the old quality headset. Thought it was only fitting for such a game. Just heads up, I am terrible at this game. Absolutely terrible. So we're just starting off with a bit of capture the flag. And this map, genuinely, I have probably some of the most vivid memories playing. Um, so I guess a great place to start would be Modern Warfare 2 with my gaming history. So Modern Warfare 2 I used to play with my dad. He had on his laptop, 2009. I was 8 years old. Um, and I remember Scar H with a Desert Eagle secondary, that was like my thing. I used to love the Scar H, and it was one of those things where I'd go back and play it, and I'll still dominate with the Scar H. As you can see, I'm not that good anymore. Um, I'm awful at the game, but to be fair, this game is chaotic now. Absolutely chaotic, but in a good way. You know, kind of risky to play this online at the moment. Um, Security's poor, a lot of you know network issues and such. I don't know the computery jargon, but you know what I mean. But no, I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2 with my dad about 2009, 2010, probably into 2011. Online team deathmatch and free for all were like the main game modes I'd play. I'd occasionally do capture flag, but very rarely. That was primarily it. When I was young, loving life. You know, I kept myself off of a headset um, because I knew, even then, I knew what that would call for me. And when the situation that hit me in, and I was better at it then, at 9 years old, than I am now. So it's always good to know, isn't it? How times change. But like, it's funny because Call of Duty is kind of a stark contrast to what I used to play as a child and still play to this day, to be fair. If you look at my Steam library, there's a lot of comfy, cozy stuff, simple stuff. Because I got a small brain. But I play a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Nintendo, a lot of Zelda. Zelda. God, that was an easy shot. How did I miss that? My Zelda, you know, history comes back to as long as I can remember. We owned a GameCube. So just for context, I was born in '01, and we had a copy of Double Dash that came with a Zelda Collector's Edition disc. And on that you had Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and a demo of Wind Waker. And I used to love Majora's Mask. It used to freak me out, but I loved it. And Wind Waker obviously was the only demo, and I sadly didn't get to play it properly till quite a few years later. Um, but I used to play Majora's Mask on there, and I fell in love. I had no clue what was going on. I was way too young, but I loved it. Being Link, turning into a Deku. I think the closest at that young age I got to beating the games, I think I got through the first temple, if that, until I put it down because I didn't know what I was doing until a few years later. But yeah, but Pokemon, on the other hand, I've always been a big fan of Pokemon. My brother had a copy of Pokemon Yellow. I remember playing that as a child. And then, you know, what year was it? We have to Google now. Um, Sorry if you can hear the typing. So in about 2009, what year? Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, right? Now, Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think everyone can admit, probably the best games in the franchise. In my opinion, I guess they are. I love Soul Silver. Uh, but yeah, I got Soul Silver because I was a big fan of Pokemon anime. I played Pokemon Yellow briefly, and all the kids at school were like, yeah, Pokemon, Pokemon. And obviously, yeah, Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, everyone's getting Diamond and Pearl, and I was like, I kind of like Chikorita. And this is the thing, I remember seeing Chikorita on a Pokemon magazine or like a Nintendo gaming magazine, and I was like, hell yeah, this thing's cool and cute. I want that. So I got Soul Silver because I prefer to Lugia to Ho-Oh, still do. Um, God, that was an easy kill from him. Like, I gave him that kill. Um, and I played Soul Silver, I played through that, and I stupidly I think as a kid and just kind of had an over level starter. So I kind of got through the game fairly well, and then it came to the Elite Four, and it took me weeks to beat the Elite Four. Finally did it, and then Kanto confused me, the whole thing. So I put Kanto down for quite a few years, probably till I was 13, 14. I picked it back up again. So we're talking about 2013, and I finally beat Kanto. I restarted the whole game and played it. And I've had every Pokemon game since then. Uh, wasn't a fan of Sun and Moon. Like somewhat underrated in my opinion. But yeah, so like, I was big into Pokemon, big into Zelda, you know, big into Monkey Ball. Another game I used to play as a kid, and I shouldn't have. I used to be sneaky about it and do it behind my parents' backs. There's four, I've got four siblings, all older. So we had many of the games, many of the consoles. Bit of Grand Theft Auto, and that has stuck with me. Um, so I remember playing it as a kid, young kid, because my parents didn't know anything about video games at the time. They didn't realize it was bad. You know, the inappropriate content in there. So I remember playing one of my earliest video game memories of all time. The two earliest I have. So one playing Crash Bandicoot, and I was young. I was probably 3, 4, playing it with my siblings, and I swore from that day that one day I'll get an Aku Aku tattoo. Still haven't done it, but it is next on the list. It is next on the tattoo list. I have 3 tattoos so far. Financially speaking, probably not wise for me to get more, but one day, next one is Aku Aku, and then it'll be an Ekans tattoo. Anyway, so it's between that and playing Grand Theft Auto 3. So and then when Grand Theft Auto Vice City came out and there was motorcycles, I was like, why are these on in free? And then Liberty Stories even confused me even more because it was like it's the same game. So I was too young to really comprehend the different games. Um, but San Andreas was the one that really stuck out to me. Released in '04, I believe it was. San Andreas has stuck with me ever since, and it is up there. Like, genuinely, if I was to rate like my top 3 favorite games of all time, number 1 would be San Andreas, followed swiftly by uh, Soul Silver, and then it would be between Majora's Mask or Wind Waker, depending what mood I'm in. Modern Warfare 2 would be in the top 10 or top 5. And recently we played this, oh my god, it's addictive. Such a good game, honestly. If you guys want to take the risk, I would definitely get on your computer, or if you have it on console, get online. The lobbies are crazy, and it's just hectic and fun. You know, this game, it got everything right. This really, you know, kicked off my love for shooters, because if it wasn't for Call of Duty, I don't think I would have gotten into the Fallout series, which I adore. New Vegas and Fallout 4 are my favourites. Oh, controversial saying Fallout 4, but I did like Fallout 4 was the first Fallout game I played. Um, you know, great game, cracking game. You know, Crash Bandicoot, I still love Crash Bandicoot. Twin Sanity is my favourite. Again, controversial, but I love the humour, I love the art style, and I just wish it was a finished product because it really wasn't. Let's be straight. Star Wars Battlefront, that was, I've not played the new ones, but the originals is another thing don't think I would have played if it wasn't for Call of Duty. Actually, I played with all the Star Wars. Used to play a lot of Lego Star Wars. I've been recently replaying that, the complete saga. Honestly, cracking games. But, I think my biggest influence in video gaming was having the older siblings, right? So, The Sims, another franchise I'm a fan of, The Earths into the City, one of my all-time favourites. Um, my two of my sisters used to love The Sims and play Sims on the PS2, and I got into that, and it was all about that. And I think that's what kind of set off my love for comfy, cozy kind of, simulation game stuff like that. I love it. I've been playing Stardew Valley for the first time. It's taken me long enough. Loving it. I love that. I just like this kind of simulation games. Animal Crossing, one of my sisters was obsessed with, and I now proudly own a copy of every English released Animal Crossing game. And I used to spend hours and hours a day playing the different Animal Crossing games. Like I was switching between my villages and do all that. I can imagine my parents got annoyed watching me go from GameCube to Wii. So I wouldn't put the GameCube disc in the Wii. No, no, no. I was just swap consoles. I was that kid. Um, you know, new new leaf go is, but I think Let's Go to the City or City Folk if you're American, special place in my heart because I don't know, it's just the one I think I spent the most time on. Uh, and I used to watch these videos on the internet of people who had hacked the game and they had like awesome villages. I loved it. It was cracking, honestly. Good days. YouTube really shaped my video game love as well, I feel. Um, but yeah, man, it's nostalgic. So yeah, one sister kind of gave me Sims and Animal Crossing. Another gave me more Sims. My elder sibling, she gave me the love of Crash Bandicoot. My brother was the reason I played Grand Theft Auto and Pokemon, surprisingly. Um, and they're kind of the core games, core franchise. They kind of shaped my love for gaming and led me to where I am today. So yeah, what a story. It was quite chaotic actually. I didn't exactly plan this through or give a script which would have made this a lot better. But we are coming to our time, so thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope you enjoyed watching some footage. I hope this gave you a bit of nostalgia. I'm sorry I'm crabbing again. I say as I die. Um, yeah, have a great one, guys, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.